chain reaction here. I have my camera outside pointing upward. This is a horrible camera angle. No one looks good from down below except like supermodels maybe. So I'm sacrificing my beautiful good looks today to talk to you about proper hanging form. Why would you need to know about proper hanging form? Well, if you ever want to start working on pull-ups, if you're new to pull-ups and you want to get a good basis, you want a good foundation, you want to know how to hang. Also, want to learn how to do any sort of hanging core work, you got to have good hanging position. And if you're an aerialist, you spend most of your time hanging up in the air, you want to know how to support yourself safely and have good form. So let's talk about hanging. So I am going to lower into my hang. And so the first thing I want you to notice is that I have space between my shoulders and my ears, okay? So what people commonly do is they just sort of sink into their shoulders. Your shoulders are right by your ears. You want to keep them separated, shoulders down and back, okay? Keeping good space between my ears. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. The one thing you don't want to do when you're hanging is overdo it and start to pull into your arms too much. So what I want you to do is I want you to notice what happens right here when I start to engage my arms and start to pull up into them more. So here I'm in my good hanging position. Here it is when I start to activate my arms. You should be seeing a little ridge here that starts to form. And that's a sign that you're using your arms too much. So this is not an arm, you're not actually starting the pull-up, okay? You are just activating to keep good separation and not going any further than that. So this is too low, this is too much, and this is just right. So notice I've got good space. I shouldn't have that little divot in my arms. I'm not using my arms to pull up, I'm just holding there. Okay. From there are other things that you can think about, which is such as bringing your scapula and bringing them downward. Okay, this will come into play as you start to work into a pull-up. Okay, but keeping those shoulders down and back. So down and back for shoulders is not just helpful when you're standing. Okay, down and back. It also is helpful when you're pulling overhead. So down, back, keeping those shoulders well engaged. If you are ever unsure about what that feels like in your muscle memory, you can actually do just shoulder shrugs. It's a very good beginner exercise. And just feel the positions between, being like this, pulling too much, and somewhere in between. Now you don't have to pull all the way into your arms when you're doing this exercise, unless you're unsure of it and you're not quite sure how it feels to not engage your arms. But basically, to do shoulder shrugs, you're just going to hang, come down, sink into your shoulders, come up, and sink into the shoulders, and come up. And notice I'm bringing my scapula down, but I'm not over engaging to get the arms involved. So there you have it. Now you know how to hang properly, and if you're working on your pull-ups, make sure that you have that good form before you progress. If you're sinking into the bottom of the movement, it's going to be that much harder to start the next pull-up. So you want to make sure that the bottom of your pull-up motion is going to still have your full engagement with your shoulders down and back. And if you're going into aerial, you want to make sure that you have that good position because it's going to be used in everything you do. So, all right, that was it. See you next time. Bye.